WhatsApp.
Yes.
Then mwenye alizishare kwa the public now is
the
Warren,
guy. Yeah,
is the guy.
Yeah.
Do you think he had a right to share them? Like no. I don't get the point of him sharing.
I think that goes
because
back to
yeye ndo akona makosa.
Maybe anakonfirmia watu hiyo immaturity yao that wako young. It's a because that's an immature move to post, especially hata nini any conversation, anybody's conversation, especially mtu wako hata kama mmeachana, it's immature to share in the public. And having money is not the only thing you need for you to have a kid.
Yes.
It's not the only thing you need to start a relationship.
Mentally okay.
Exactly.
You need to be financially okay.
Yeah.
You also need to be mature enough.
Yeah, you need to be in a situation where you've even discovered your process of self-discovery has got to a point where you know yourself. Because bro, to be honest, there are just some people who can't handle relationships. There's some people when ukikuwa na relationship itakuwa tu ni hell. But you can't know that before you even discover yourself.
Yeah, you have to have even stayed for long in that relationship to actually know that I want to have a kid with this person.
Yeah.
Because you see, when you're having a kid with a lady, this ini jela forever.
Yeah, sure.
History of Warren and Whitney. Warren is 21 years and Whitney is 19.
Yes.
I think Whitney was still in campus when they met. Na bado akapata mtoi. Around 3-4 months now.
Yeah.
Wakona mtoi mdogo sana. So maybe you can tell us the story. Do you have the insights? Ama niongelee kidogo?
Ongelea kidogo.
Yeah. So story ni we have kuna videos zimekuwa zikitrend pale Telegram za uchi.
Za uchi wa mnyama yani.
Za uchi za Warren.
Watu wanafanyana mambo live kwenye kamera.
So he was actually killing the monkey.
Yeah.
Live
on camera.
He was strangling the monkey. Then
was it even no, they were doing it with
that's the first. I'm talking about
that first video.
The first video. Now the second video
people are doing things.
The second video he was not killing the monkey. He was killing the cat.
Using the monkey. Wow. Oh, this is a funny family show. Okay.
using the monkey.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Now there was a lady who allegedly people were saying was Whitney. Sawa. Whitney is the wife, Warren is the husband.
Yes.
So according to Whitney, that was not her.
Yes.
And that story has really affected her because of the fact that they have to go live every day, because of the fact that they have a baby and later on she'll grow. So Warren found Whitney sending voiceovers to her best friend, telling her that, that video, that's not her. That's the first thing.
Yes, and
that story has affected her. She feels like she's messed her life forever. She feels like she doesn't know what to do. And right now, as we speak, the two have unfollowed each other, and it is alleged that they have broken up. When they started dating, watu walikuwa wanawaambia, you guys are still young. Msiharakishe maisha.
Walianza kudate wakiwa the guy was 21 or 20.
Was 20, I think.
Yeah.
The girl was 18. So watu wakawaambia, ni mapema nini? Wakawaambia tulieni, tuonyeshe si tunapendana. They went ahead wakapata mtoto. And right now it looks like things have gone south. Yeah. Maybe unaweza ukazungumzia aje hii story? Do you think when Warren is actually the one who shared this hizo voiceovers.
Yeah, hizo akiambia beshte zake vile is even rethinking the relationship.
No, Warren is the guy.
Yes.
Whitney is the lady.
And I'm saying like when she was like is the audios you're talking about are for the lady.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm asking you like the audios are talking about
is it a voiceover?
Yeah,
voiceover. I mean, not voiceover.
The
voice notes za WhatsApp.
Yes.
Then mwenye alizishare kwa the public now is
the
Warren.
Guy. Yeah,
is the guy.
Yeah.
Do you think he had a right to share them? Like no. I don't get the point of him sharing.
I think that goes
because
back to
yeye ndo akona makosa.
Maybe anakonfirmia watu hiyo immaturity yao that wako young. It's a because that's an immature move to post, especially hata nini any conversation, anybody's conversation, especially mtu wako hata kama mmeachana, it's immature to share in the public, because anytime when I have a conversation with you, it's a private conversation, right?
Yes.
When you put it outside there, that is like you're putting my thoughts. You never know. Whatever I was telling you was something I could in that conversation. You don't know what it is that I'm ready to share with other people.
Yes.
Maybe I'm just confined with you.
Yes.
So it's not right. I don't believe it's never right to share anybody's stuff online. But that one just confirms you too. These guys were just immature. Not immature in what way? Because we have seen people who start relationship when they're young and as in a work.
Yeah.
But immature in that the decisions they were making, these guys were not even ready for kids. You see, I didn't believe that they were ready, because these are guys who are just, the moment bado kokole, you still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Especially as far as career is concerned. Kuna a lot of course, that those people who get lucky and they make it really, really fast. But the majority, like the 80%, the 90%, takes so long. And it takes so much for you to get to a place where you'll make it, even financially, that is.
Yeah.
And especially for the man, because ladies, you can get lucky, get married by somebody who's rich and your life changes. Mwanaume huwezi tegemea hiyo, that you'll be natafuta tu jamaa mwanamke fulani rich anioe, ni muoe or something. So when I think when people say that they were young and they decided even to have a baby, why I'm thinking that was a mess is the fact that when you're trying to make it at a certain age, especially when you're young, what happens is that there's so much that is involved for you even to make it. Dynamics are so many, including you need to travel sometimes. Like right now, if you're called somewhere for a job, and if I'm called somewhere for a job,
it's easier for you.
It's easier for me because I have no kids to think about. But for you, you'll have to think, will that place be a place good enough to bring up a kid? You see, is it an environment that is close to school? Is my wife ready to move to that place? Will it support my wife? Like, it takes so much that these are, and when you're young, you need all these, as many opportunities as possible. You know, because the more successful you become, the easier it is for you to say no to opportunities. Sometimes you'll be like, I can't do this, I can't do this. But when you're really young, when you're just getting started, it's always an advantage to get your hands with as many things as possible, because you don't know which one is going to work.
Sure.
You see, you're just throwing many balls on the wall because you don't know which one will stick. Sometimes, you see these stories all the time. A good example is me and you. You find that you studied this, but you're doing exactly something different from wherever you studied. Because you can, and all those things, because, okay, let me come back and let me get not ahead of myself. So all those things, you're able to do them easier when you don't have like a family. You see, when you don't have so much responsibility that could limit you from doing them. So I think that was a very big misstep, and I think it get to a place where it becomes pressure. Unaanza to feel like these kids, they start noticing that having this kid has made me now not being able to follow some things, has made me not even be able to discover myself, because you need to make some mistakes for you to even know who you are at that age. But you find that ushaanza kuwa mom when you're young, it stops you even from going out, maybe go to the clubs. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but you need to go to clubs sometimes for you to find out that it's not something you like. Like personally, I don't club. And how did I come to know that I don't like clubbing? It's by going to clubs. Because
I took you to a club. And you notice you don't like clubs.
It's not something that makes me happy. You see? But now when you might think you like clubbing. When you have a kid and you're not able to go to club because your kid is stopping you from that, you can live a very frustrated life thinking that you're missing out because you never tried.
Thinking even your child, you might even end up hating your child.
Hating your child, Kama it's a limit.
It's a burden.
It's a burden, So always these relationships inaanza, especially the social media, umepata pesa kidogo ya TikTok, it makes you think that you are successful, and then you start having kids and starting relationships. It's not fair for the child.
Watu wajipange
too. And having money is not the only thing you need for you to have a kid.
Yes.
It's not the only thing you need to start a relationship.
Mentally okay.
Exactly.
You need to be financially okay. You also need to be mature enough.
You need to be in a situation where you've even discovered your process of self-discovery has got to a point where you know yourself. Because bro, to be honest, there are just some people who can't handle relationships. There's some people when ukikuwa na relationship itakuwa tu ni hell. But you can't know that before you even discover yourself.
You have to have even stayed for long in that relationship to actually know that I want to have a kid with this person.
With this person, yeah.
Because you see, when you're having a kid with a lady,
Yeah.
this ini jela forever.
Yeah, sure.
Let me just use the word jela.
Jela, yeah, in a way,
for the
ni
lack
jela.
of a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, in
Because
a way,
of this
jela.
thing,
Yeah.
this is going to be the mother of your kid, and that will never change.
For sure.
Like hautaipata mtoto mama mwingine.
Yeah, anaweza acha kuwa dem yako, but ataendelea
anaweza acha kuwa wife yako. But atakuwa mama wa huyo mtoi. So tabia zake, spirituality, everything she's going to pass it to your baby.
Yes. In one form or another.
Or your babies.
And you're also going to receive it in extension.
Yes.
Yeah. You'll have to receive some bullshit from her because you'll have to go and see your kid.
Yes.
Sometimes you'll receive some drama from her.
So there's a lot that comes with you just deciding to
settle with somebody and start a family.
Settle with somebody. You just don't settle with any Instagram model just because she has nyash.
And the sex is good between the two of you. My friend, you'll get 80 years old na hata mtakuwa mnakutana kwa hiyo nyumba. Mmechokana. Yeah, you guys, for real.
Yes.
Sometimes we get in these relationships with superficial reasons. Yes. Because mtu anakaa vizuri, the boobs are here, and
she has good nyash. She has light skin, dark skin.
Yeah, she gives you good head. It could be anything.
Yes.
But imagine these things are just enjoyable when there's this rapport between the two of you.
Yes.
There gets a point where this person has frustrated you so much that they can't even make you hard if you're a man.
And you see, there are things that we see and they're like, people will say, akona msichana mrembo. Si huyu jamaa anafurahi. Hey,
una idea.
This guy, when you sit down with this guy, he will tell you atakwambia mashetani yote ya msichana.
Atakwambia utashangaa.
It just actually some statistics say that men with the most beautiful women are the most depressed men in relationships.
Okay.
In relationships.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
You find that the looks might not be as good as the behavior.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
The behavior, and tukiwa wadogo, I remember there's something that people used to say. Don't go for the looks, go for the tabia.
Mwanamke si urembo ni tabia.
And we used to say like, hey, tabia tutabadilisha.
Yeah, we used to say that mimi ni kwenda kitu sura mbaya. Tujia tabia acha ikae, tutamwombea.
Later on in life, I came to realize there's no human being who's ugly in this way. I'm going to defend my point because nataka kuniambia tu
kuna sura zingine personal baya.
But
smart joker.
Personally, mimi when I was in campus, I used to interact with a lady who maybe I was not attracted to her sexually at first. Maybe a lady just comes and mmejipata tu mko class, mnasoma class moja ama course moja ama unit moja. And then a conversation just sparks, and then you start liking the way she's thinking. You start liking the way she
handles other human beings around you.
Yes, you start liking the way she thinks about other people. Unakaa na yeye
hadi unasahau sura.
You understand? No. Si tunaisahau.
In a way, you overlook it. Like when I say unasahau, as in you look at her, but you don't see that face. Yeah.
Sometimes you're
seeing beyond that now.
Sometimes you want to meet her, uongee na yeye because it makes you feel good.
Sure.
And in a way, she just starts being attractive.
Perfect.
Sijui kama ina make sense.
100%.
And then utaona msichana mwingine tu ni mrembo
until you talk to her.
Akifungua tu hiyo mdomo yake
unasikia tu unaona tu amekuwa sura mbaya once. Unaona tu sura imechange once.
Anakukasirisha. Uko like, what a waste of beauty.
I had such a neighbor. Yeah, for sure. I had such a neighbor. I've had such a neighbor.
There's nothing as disappointing as that. Yeah. And if you're beautiful, and if you know or you believe you are really beautiful, please work on your communication skills. Yeah. Work on your behaviors. Work on your IQ. Yeah. Like there's nothing as irritating is just seeing a beautiful woman lakini kwa akili hakuna kitu.
In fact,
anafikiria tu na hiyo nyashi yake.
Nyashi akikuona tu nini yake, like you find that akipiga okay, that will be too personal, but anyway. Anyway, what I wanted to say is it's very true, by the way. And when you're looking so good, you believe that physically you look good, especially for ladies, even men. They are that beauty, that physical beauty. The physical beauty is only going to be attractive because you could be good looking. There's a difference between being good looking and attractive.
Yes.
Being good looking is how you look. Being attractive is how you make people want to be close to you.
Yes.
Yeah. So the lady you are talking about was a lady that was not good looking, but she was a very attractive.
Yes.
Like when you're around them, you just can't want to
There's
leave.
some aura.
Yeah, that they just release that is just so addictive.
Yeah.
So when you are that physically beautiful, let's say physical beauty can be anything. Can be sexually, you look sexually nice. That is
physique.
Nice boobs, a nice small waist, and nice hips and a beautiful face.
Yes.
That one can only take you so far. I mean, that one can only attract the guys that you don't like. Like, it's going to attract guys, but guys who are
just sexually attracted.
Guys who are very superficial.
Okay.
In fact, the guys you want to be like the guys you seriously want. You cannot fool them with physical beauty. They get
thank you.
You can never fool them with physical beauty.
That's a very good point. I mean, I've seen very beautiful ladies who I wouldn't even want to engage in a conversation with. I've seen very beautiful ladies who I wouldn't even want to be mentioned with. I've seen very beautiful ladies who I wouldn't even want to be associated with in any way. But I've seen, just
an average looking
lady, and
but she's like, this one. If I find this one,
if I catch you. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think the point is home.
Yeah, the point is
the
home.
Kids were just immature.
They're just immature. They're just learning their lessons, and maybe they're just learning them the hard way. Now it's sad that now she'll have to learn it as a single mom now.
But the good thing is, one thing I'm really loving about young couples nowadays is the fact that kulikuwa na hii notion ya ndoa ni kuvumilia, weka hapo hata kama unachapwa, even if you're being cheated on, even if all these things. There's a time that was the trend. But what I'm loving about couples nowadays is that they're realizing their mistakes early, and it's very good, by the way, to realize your mistake
the earlier the better.
The earlier the better,
because a mistake, if you don't learn from it, to repeat itself over and over.
They're realizing, and they're just quitting the relationship. They're just like, this is not something that I want. Yes, I made the mistake to be in this relationship, but I'm not going to make another mistake to stay in the relationship.
Yeah, because we used to have especially dads, bro, we used to have very miserable dads.
Yes.
It was very rare to have miserable moms, because moms, I don't know why moms in a way knew how to express themselves. This is something that is debatable, but I think that moms alikuwa kipigwa, for instance, neighbors wangeingilia sometimes, but guys issues, especially kama the guys being abused emotionally. Mazema guys walikuwa, I used to see some of my friends' dads, ukiingia kwa nyumba, you can just see this guy is so miserable because the mom is control.
He's always sad, he's always drunk.
Yeah, he's always drunk.
Yes.
Yeah, and vile tu umesema, all those things, if you get to a place you're noticing this person is just not serving me, so it's okay,
just live.
Just live.
True.
It's okay to regret eti ulimwacha akakuwa better, rather than regretting later on in future that I wish ninge left. Like this way, sometimes people fear leaving because whatever akichange akuwe something great. You see, nitakuwa nimeacha mtu wa maana. Let's say a lady unataka kuacha mse because maybe ana do, ana hustle, then you're like, ananipiga na ana do. Sasa what's the meaning? Nikimwacha maybe anaweza change, apate do. You get? That's a regret. That's a possibility. That's a chance you can take. But it's something that at least you can change right now.
Yes.
What if, look at this way, you wait for that long that they never change. But now you get to a place now you can't change it anymore because now it's too late.
Yes.
You understand?
True.
So sometimes it's not a chance you want to take, especially a chance to do with somebody you're spending with the rest of your life.
Yes.
Hapo kuna accept mistakes. No mistakes.
Compromise ikuwe tu chini sana. Usi compromise tu kila kitu.
Yeah.